Welcome to the Inquiry Theory. I'm Micah.
And I'm Ethan.
And welcome to another Curious Conversations episode. Still not sold on that name. It's not bad, but
It's good for now.
yeah, it's decent for now. It works. It works.
We are curious.
And we're having
have
conversations. You know, yeah. So what is on the agenda for today? We don't know. That's why it's a curious conversation. We will figure something out, and we're curious, so we'll ask questions. I don't know where curious comes in. It just sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's catchy. That's
There
what I was
we
trying
go.
to do. That's the word I was looking for.
Well, since we're doing more of a relaxed episode, I'm gonna take after you on this one and lean back in my chair. Oh, that's your foot. Anyway, so welcome to the podcast. This is one of our short, not really short. It doesn't have a time duration, but we don't have anything planned for it. We're just gonna sit down and have a conversation, see where it goes. So yeah,
I feel like I analyze the beginning, or I feel like you analyze every single episode we do at the beginning after we've started it.
yeah,
And you
I
kind
do.
of like think through it in your head out loud.
Probably. Yeah, there's probably a word for that. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to get canceled.
What's the word? Now I'm curious. Get canceled.
Let's have a conversation about it.
Yeah. What is it?
No, I had a topic I wanted to talk about, and we're getting sidetracked. Hey,
We talk
Ethan,
about
what's
whatever
on
we
what's on
want.
your shirt?
No. What is the?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I'm confused now because I don't even know what.
What's on your shirt?
This is protect our parks.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because we want to protect our parks.
Why do we want to protect our parks, Ethan?
How or why?
Why?
Why? Because nature is beautiful. It is everything that is good and beautiful and pure in the world.
Is that the only way? Well, I don't know, dude. You ever see those videos of those bears mauling salmon? Just catching a salmon and just tearing it apart?
That's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous.
You see,
Beautiful.
you see
Peaceful,
in slow motion. You see
serene.
the individual like drops of water flying through the air, right?
As the
Sunlight
bears
hits
just...
it right. Yeah,
just
the sunlight hits it just
shaking
right, and in the background is this giant brown bear, and a salmon with its guts flying out. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous. So is that the only reason our parks are there? Here, hang on a
The
second.
only reason we want to protect them.
Let's put your tinfoil hat on. Or do you never take it off?
I'm pretty sure I had it.
Okay. So why
It's like surgically attached under my scalp.
Why would we?
What?
Yeah, I got a plate back. No, I got part of my skull blown off. Now I got a plate there. Sometimes I pick up radio frequencies in my brain.
That'd be pretty cool.
Free FM. Only thing that sucks is I can't change the channel. So I just smack my head. Anyway, yeah. So tinfoil hat on.
Oh, across the state lines, all I hear is static.
Sometimes I pick up cars' Bluetooth radios. You just walk on the road, you get Bluetooth, the FM whatever transmitters.
Bluetooth connected to Billy Bob. That's funny.
All right, so so why tinfoil hat on? Why do we want to protect our parks, Ethan?
Tinfoil hat on. So, I could be completely full of shit, but well, I know for a fact that there is a significantly large oil deposit underneath the national parks out in New Mexico,
You've
West
seen
Texas. Oh yeah, it's
It's massive.
huge, bro. It's huge.
Yeah, someone should
Yeah.
BP should clean that up.
Yeah, for real. Just yeah. But anyway, yeah. So under what is it, Guadalupe and Carlsbad, all in in that area. Yeah, and we can't touch it because it's under a national park.
Mm.
You know.
Well, what if we just take that park
And move it somewhere else?
Push it somewhere else. Then we can get at the oil.
But yeah, so I tinfoil hat conspiracy. Maybe those national parks were put there to protect that oil.
Okay.
Maybe there's other stuff under some other national parks.
When were they made national parks?
I don't know. See, when was Teddy Roosevelt made president?
So
Was
like
it the 30s, 40s, 50s, 20s, 1800s?
like
When?
1907 or 8, I think is when he
Okay, I
was
hit
president.
every other decade.
I think 1907.
No, I thought it was like 18 or.
No, it's the 20th century. He's one of the early presidents in the 20th
That's why I
century.
said like 1918.
You didn't say 1918.
I just did. I said 18. You were like, oh, it was the 19th century. What was it?
I thought you said 18 is in like 18th, like 1800s, like 18th
Well, I
century.
didn't.
Okay, well then, either way, we both know because of our previous episode that Taft was president in 1918.
26th president, 1858. Oh, no, that was when he was born. Okay. I was like, shit.
Because I know he was not. Like 07?
Presidential term, 1901 to 09.
01 to 9. Okay, so I had
So were they even burning oil yet?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. That was Industrial Revolution, baby.
Okay.
Good old-fashioned ingenuity.
So,
Yeah, burn that environment. So, yes, they were burning oil at that point, and so at some point in his presidency, they were starting to make national parks a thing. I don't know when. I don't know when all the time.
well, he's the one who started the national park
Oh, okay.
cool service.
Cool.
That's like Yellowstone was the first
Cool,
one.
cool,
He's the
cool,
one who
cool,
started that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's why I brought up Teddy Roosevelt. But so I don't know exactly when those two that I named specific national parks were founded. But I mean, if you're in the government, and you're trying to protect something without having to protect it. Seems like a pretty easy and logical way to do it.
Do you think they're going to turn those lithium deposits in like Montana or whatever into national park?
Are there actual lithium deposits?
Yeah. They found like
That's what I'm saying. So
supposedly they found like the world's largest lithium supply besides somewhere else in the U.S. Which because we were getting it all from like China's owning like the mine. China owns the lithium mines in the Congo. No, some South America, I think.
no, you're right. Congo.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so what they were doing is like they're charging outrageous prices, but then it was like, here's the thing. There's two ways to look at it. There's like, oh, U.S. has just found the largest lithium vein in the world, and it's in our soil. It's like, okay, cool. One, they just found it. Okay, that is the news. Or two, I guess there's three things. One, they found it. It's in the news, and so that's just the news. Two, they're lying for some reason, because I'm not saying these are mine. I'm just saying this is what I've seen people react. They're like, oh, they're lying because they're just to get at China, and I'm like, there's not a lot there. I think they actually found it. Or three, they found it and they're not going to do anything with it. I think that's more likely. I think they're not going to do anything with it.
Why would they not do anything with it?
Put a park there. That would give a lot of evidence to your claim.
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
that
that
put
would
a park
be
there.
that would be a smart thing to do.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know, how many other parks? You know, I don't know. I think there's huge national parks in Alaska.
Oh yeah, in Alaska.
Yeah, like Klondike National Park. There's like multiple national parks up there. Isn't that one of them?
I don't know. I just know what I do for Klondike bar. That's about it.
Okay, well, yeah. What would you do?
I think it's better to say what wouldn't I do.
Okay, what wouldn't you do?
Eat a Klondike bar. They suck.
Yeah, they're not that good.
No. Choco tacos are the much superior dessert.
Shit, just an ice cream sandwich. I don't care if it's Kroger brand.
Dude, the dum-dums or dumbbell or whatever, or the drumstick, that's what it is. Drumsticks are delicious.
Those are good. Yep. But yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah, could be.
It makes sense.
Or they're
More than
protecting Bigfoot.
Like we're out here.
What about they're protecting Bigfoot though?
We're out here buying up everybody else's oil. Everybody else is getting run out. We're like, huh. Now you have to buy it from us.
I love those memes where it's like finds oil in some other country and then it's like the US is calling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all those subset of memes, those are hilarious.
Yeah.
The US government wants to know your location.
Yeah.
We struck oil. Yeah, or they are protecting Bigfoot. Maybe they're just protecting those, you know.
I'm trying to think of some like national parks that really aren't that
Closer.
This is Four Fingers.
No, but you were like talking over that way. I'm gonna be we need better mic control because when I'm editing this is a pain. It is a pain to get the audio levels correct.
I'm not good at controlling my mic.
No, you're not.
That's what she said.
No. This is not a joke time. This is serious time. I hate editing sometimes because I'm like, God damn it. Just keep the mic steady. And then I'm yell at you too. No, myself included. I do it too. So I'm trying to be conscious of it. We don't have that good of equipment.
What was I saying though?
I don't care. Bigfoot.
Oh, I'll say there's got to be like some national park out there that's really not that luxurious. Like, why is this even a national park?
Like Yellowstone?
It's because that's where Bigfoot lives.
No, I'm kidding. Yellowstone's amazing. I've been there.
Yellowstone's gorgeous.
Yeah. Yes, but you're right. The Big Sun just chilling there.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what up? Yeah, I don't know. Man, how do they get away with Bigfoot? How is he still not seen? Wait, I just saw a thing. Hang on, pause. I just saw a thing where like, was it Gigantopithecus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw a YouTube video about that. That was really cool.
Yeah. Giant monkey
Yeah, like a
type
orangutan
thing.
thing.
Ape
Yeah.
man.
But it wasn't like in China. It wasn't in the U.S.
I don't know exactly where it was. I thought it was like somewhere.
I thought it was Asia.
It could have been. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I thought they were up in like the Canadian area.
No, I think they were in Asia because I'm thinking about the video and like because they were talking about the caves in China and like they found jawbones there.
Gigantopithecus.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. What about, dude, on the opposite end of that spectrum? What about those like midgets, those hobbits? Have you heard about that? Those? There's
Yes.
like a subspecies.
Yeah, that's over in same area, like
Yeah.
Indonesia. Or
Dude, could you imagine them existing at the same time? Because those hobbits were like early hominids or whatever, and they were like they were like 3 feet tall. Could you imagine the 3 feet tall one running into a gigantic pithecus, which is what, like 9 feet tall? My God, that'd be terrifying.
That would be horrifying.
Yeah. What are you looking at?
Gigantopithecus. Yeah, you're right. China. Southern
Hey,
China.
I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
About this.
Standing nearly as tall as a basketball hoop and weighing as much as a grizzly bear. That's a big monkey.
Dude, didn't they have that discussion who'd win in a fight, like a monkey, like a gorilla or a bear? And didn't Joe Rogan say the bear?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure I've heard them talk about it on the JRE, and Joe Rogan's like, nah, the bear. Grizzly bear.
I mean, bears are intense. I don't know. Gorillas are like mean and but
You even lift that?
I don't know. Gorillas are fucking.
Yeah,
I feel like they're like they're. Well, no, the bear's probably got a stronger bite.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Neither of them have a... Wait, does the
I feel
gorilla
like
have
they're-
opposable thumbs?
Gorilla? No.
Don't chimps? Yeah, don't they have thumbs?
Kind of. They're like. Are they like?
Can they operate a firearm trigger?
I think so.
Give the gorillas a
Chimps
bunch of
maybe,
guns.
I don't know.
Yeah, give them a bunch of 30-06 carbines or whatever.
Yeah.
Give them some shit.
I guess there's more factors that would come into play, like how experienced is this gorilla in fighting bears?
It's like the thing. It's like the freaking meme where it's like, who would win in a fight, 1 trillion lions or the sun? And then someone was like, this obviously the lions because they just have to attack at night.
That's funny.
I saw that meme. That's an old ass meme. That's an old meme. That's early internet. Because then I saw another video where it was like, it's like they took the actual biomass from 1 trillion lions and measured it against the sun, and it was like not even a blip.
Yeah. Not even close. Like the sun is. Yeah. That's funny.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I did have a topic. We touched on it on a video we recorded earlier that I wanted to get into, and I knew I wanted to wait till a Curious Conversation episode because it's going to be a very deep rabbit hole.
What's the topic?
Excuse my crass language, I fucking hate Disney for what they've done to Star Wars.
I hate Disney ever since. What? Excuse me. Never mind. I can't remember what movie it is.
I hate what they've done to Star Wars. I loved Star Wars growing up. The original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, they were all great. Fantastic. The cartoons were great. I watched the cartoons. Loved them. I had so many lightsabers as a kid. And then Disney just took all my childhood and just shit on it. I hate the new Star Wars. Like, I mean, it's just so annoying, and it's not gonna be. I'm not complaining about any of this DEI or any of whatever. I don't care. The story's just objectively bad now. It's just not good, and I'm so sad that they've ruined a franchise that I loved. Like I was so much of a nerd. I read the Star Wars expanded universe. I read the Star Wars Legends books. And there's hundreds of those. I read several, not many, but I read like the Rogue Squadron books. I read like Luke Skywalker books, like what happened after the original trilogy. Like I read all this crap, and then when I heard that Disney was taking over and they're gonna like do a new trilogy, I'm like, oh my god, they could. There's so much stuff they could do with this. There's so much stuff they could do with it, and they did absolutely none of it. Absolutely none of it. They ruined it. They threw it all out the window and they're like, we're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna recreate episodes 4, 5, 6 because we're completely unoriginal. Death Star included. Yep. Oh, but this time the lightsabers are gonna have little blades on the side, handguard. We're gonna have a lightsaber handguard because that makes fucking sense. God, I hate Disney Star Wars.
Well, I mean, you got to block your hand. You got to guard your hand.
What about the space where there's the fucking lightsaber handle? The space between the blades can still be hit. Like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
It's the stupidest thing. So stupid. Also, make lightsabers, like, dangerous again. I'm sorry. How many freaking people in the new Disney Star Wars, get stabbed and then they survive? Like, do you know what a lightsaber? It burns at like 4,000 or 5,000 degrees. Do you know what that does when it touches your body? It instantly vaporizes everything in your body, basically. And they're like, nah, they got a little flesh wound. It's fine. You ever see Monty Python? You are completely ignoring everything I'm saying on your phone.
I just fact check myself.
What?
The oil's not actually under Guadalupe Mountains.
Oh shit!
It's in the Permian Basin. But
okay. Everyone.
Tinfoil hat off.
Yeah, everyone. Just shit on what Ethan said.
We don't have to shit on it.
Yeah, you do. You were wrong.
Look.
Fact check.
Can they bring toilet paper?
No.
Damn it.
You are the toilet paper. Your idea was the toilet paper.
At least I fact check myself.
Yeah, good for you. I'll give you that. Good job.
Yeah.
Good.
That's why it's a tinfoil hat. Yes.
It's easily shredded.
That's why this is that's why this is a curious conversation.
Yeah. Anyway, with the whole Star Wars. Yeah. What did I say last?
You said handguard is stupid.
Yeah.
Because what about the other space in between the hand and the?
What do lightsabers do?
And you read Rogue One.
I did not read Rogue One. It is
That's
not
what
a
you
book. I said Rogue Squadron.
Oh. Okay. I was close.
All right. Since you guys listened to me for like 4 or 5 minutes uninterrupted, no, I can't stand Disney and like everything they do. Like their story writing's just bad. It's just bad story writing. Like I don't give a shit if characters are women, black, whatever. I don't care.
Right.
It's bad story.
See, that's what I was getting into, and when I was talking about, I lost respect for Disney ever since they obviously started making woke culture their focus.
See, here's the thing: is like that's the starting point for when their story started declining.
Yeah.
I agree and disagree. The premise of me hating on the new Disney is not because of the woke stuff. If the woke stuff worked, I wouldn't care. Like if they had like an all women cast and all, I'd be like, you didn't need to do that, but whatever. The story's still good. But that's not the case. They can't even make a good story. Like just make a good story.
Okay.
But the
story needs to be good, the acting still needs to be good, the production still needs to be good.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they have
it's not.
They have the budget to do all that, but they don't.
Right. Yeah. So what are you doing?
Why?
Like
why?
Disney movies used to be some of the best movies you saw. Like what you got Pirates of the Caribbean.
Dude.
The first
Yeah.
Like first 3 or 4 Pirates of the Caribbean, phenomenal movies in every way.
The first 3 are good.
Yeah. Great special effects, great acting, great story, Like not even like
But then they let go Johnny Depp.
All like the children's cartoons aside, like those are all obviously phenomenal too. Or were. But yeah, anything that Disney made, you knew would be at least decent.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
At least decent.
Because it was their name and the name on it. It's the name recognition. So
now I see Disney, I'm like, I don't want to watch that.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's watch this flop.
Disney Plus these nuts. Got him.
Fucking hate you. You're always gonna get me to laugh at that. I'm never not gonna laugh at that.
Oh, that was a good one.
As long as it's like
That was an actual good one.
genuine. Like if you can't just start throwing that everywhere, but every now and then when it's interspersed with everything.
I'll do it like once a session.
Yeah, that's fine.
I did it twice this time.
But yeah. So basically, like my whole thing with like the Star Wars thing, the story's bad, the writing's bad. Like for God's sakes, lightsabers don't kill people anymore. Like, oh my God, Qui-Gon Jinn got stabbed once and then just died. Like, that's like lightsabers are supposed to kill on hit. And then you've got Kylo Ren who gets stabbed and survives. You've got a plethora of characters in the new series. I mean, I'm not even watching all like Andor. I know that in Andor or Ahsoka or in Acolyte, like they all survive getting stabbed and stuff. And I'm like, why? That thing is like 5,000 degrees. You should be just your inside should be melting and like just vaporizing on contact.
Yep.
Like, come on, why? So I don't know. I hate what they've done to Star Wars. I think Spaceballs is more authentic to Star Wars than Disney is. Have you seen Spaceballs?
Nope.
It is a space Star Wars parody.
Oh yes,
from
I've seen
like
that.
the '78 or whatever.
Yeah.
It is more authentic to Star Wars than Disney is.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, and they're trying to make fun of it.
Yeah.
Like, they do a better job with it. God, I cannot stand it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I really wanted to talk about.
It really grinds my gears.
Disney Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like honestly, the whole movie and entertainment industry is like,
here's the frustrating thing though is like they try and divert actual criticism to just racism or just sexism.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's so frustrating because it's like, look at all these racists and these misogynists having these horrible takes on our awesome TV show. It's like, no, they have some of them. Yeah, some of them are. I don't know who. I still have yet to see a genuinely racist / misogynistic critique of the Acolyte. Let's say, like, I have yet to see someone genuinely like the only problem they have with it is that it's a black lead. Like that I don't see that. I see them go, yeah, this is a poor choice, poor whatever, and they go, oh, why is it a bad choice because she's black? It's like, no, because you guys didn't write a good story. So
or because she's not a good actor.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. Like, I will say this. So don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are those fanboys out there like, the only good Star Wars is the one with Princess Leia's in that slave outfit. I want to see that bikini. Like, I'm sure there are people out there that say that. But that is not the mass majority of the fans that Disney's pissed off with this freaking show and with all their other bullcrap they've got. Like, for example, they don't like powerful women. Rogue One. Oh my God, Rogue One was amazing.
Yeah, Rogue One was good.
It was really, really good. And guess what? They had a female lead. And she was phenomenal. I loved that movie. That is the best Star Wars to come out in a long time. And I actually like that one more than some of the prequels.
Yep.
And so your whole thing of like, well, they don't like strong women. That was a fantastic... When it's a strong woman who's written well, it's fantastic.
Yep.
And guess what? If you also have a strong male lead who is not written well, guess what? I still hate it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a dude or not.
Yep.
It's almost like, wow, write a good story and people will like it.
Yeah.
Look at the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. That was amazing.
Well, see, and that's kind of what I was getting at when I was talking about like they embrace the woke culture too much because they made that. It seems like they made that more of a priority to them than
the marketing and
the actual writing and production of what movies and like TV shows and everything are supposed to be. Like it's not. It's entertainment. It's not supposed to be your political agenda. Yes. You know what I mean? And like it's supposed to entertain people. You know, it's supposed to inspire people. It's supposed to grasp people's imagination. You know, it's not supposed to grasp people's thoughts on society. You know. So here's the thing too. I think with all that, you can have wanting to put women as lead characters. You can do that. Sure, absolutely.
You can cast minorities. You can do all that.
But when stuff like that becomes your priority over like
storytelling,
the quality of what you're doing, the quality of what you're producing,
quality of actors.
Yeah.
Like then yes, then you're right. Then it becomes
That's-
an initiative, a DEI initiative or woke culture,
Yep.
and that's an issue. But like if they literally, like for example with Rogue One, from my understanding, from my recollection, it was not cast as like, or it was not portrayed as like, look, check out this powerful woman lead. Like, oh, this is so great. It was literally like, hey, here's a story. It's a good story. Great. It's one of my favorite space battles in Star Wars. Is still their battle above. Oh, I'm forgetting the planet name, but with that space shield and stuff like that. Like that was one of my favorite Star Wars battle scenes because it was
Space
good.
Shield.
Yeah, they had like that. Remember that shield that they had to like go in through over that planet.
That's Rogue One.
Yeah, I'm saying that was a fantastic one. I loved that.
Oh yeah.
It was great. And then in freaking what was it, episode 8, the middle of the new trilogy, the one where they're fleeing or whatever, like, oh, they're tracking us through slip space, or I said slip space. Halo fans, we'll get that. They're tracking us through hyperspace or whatever it was. It's like that is not something they've ever been able shown that they can do.
Right.
Also, oh, we're gonna run out of fuel. They've
Since
never
when?
talked about fuel before.
Ever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, protect our bombers as they run escort on the bombers as they get to the ship. Why are bombers going 5 miles per hour?
Right.
Oh, they've got to drop their pay. They have to drop their pay. What are you talking about? This is Star Wars.
Yeah.
The B-wing. The B-wing is your bomber from episodes 4, 5, 6. They have the A-wing, the B-wing, the Y-wing. They have all these different bombers that have stronger armament than the X-wings that are their bombers. Guess what? They're freaking fast and they're maneuverable. They have that already. And now 20, 30 years in the future on the new trilogy, they're like, we got to drop these bombs manually. But sir, how do they drop? We're in space. Don't think about it too much, Private. Just drop them bombs. It's like, what? None of it makes sense. Make it make sense. Like, at least reference the source material somewhat. Like,
right.
They're like, oh, it'll be a cool scene. Yeah, you're right. It's a cool scene. It's a cool picture, these slow-moving bombers. I get that. But it doesn't make sense for Star Wars.
Right.
So it just makes it so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because then it's like, and I understand. I hear people saying like, well, it's make believe. Oh, it's a story. Like, oh, they can do whatever they want. Yeah, you're right. But come on, if you set these pre-established rules, follow them at least.
Yeah. I mean, you're taking over a
multi-billion-dollar title.
Yeah.
Like, at least pay it some respect.
that has the following that it does. Yeah. You know.
Also, it's like they're writing this and they're like, hey, should we watch the old movies? No, what do you mean old movies? There's nothing. This is the future.
We're Disney.
We're Disney. We don't have to do
We're the
shit.
best.
Have you seen us? We're great.
Yeah. What do they do that we can't do? You know? What ideas do they have that we don't? Yeah.
George Lucas who?
Yeah. What?
Like, it makes me
More
so
like
mad.
George Flukas.
Yeah. Such a stupid joke.
No, that was funny. That was clever.
Stupid joke.
That was clever.
Stupid joke, but it was funny. George Flukas. Why was he so successful? It was a fluke.
You didn't know what he was doing.
That's what they called him in high school. Good old George Flukas out here with these
why.
space stories. No one's going to want to listen to that, George. You nerd, shoving him in a locker. Oh, God. Anyway, fun fact about Star Wars. When they were filming the prequel, the prequel trilogy, fun fact, filming prequel trilogy, they actually did not have the location. They didn't know where they filmed the original Star Wars, like that desert, when they filmed that desert, because it wasn't all studio. Some of it was studio, but not all of it. They actually went to deserts and filmed.
What are you talking about, like C-3PO and...
Yeah, that stuff in episode 4, those deserts. So they actually went someplace and filmed, and they actually lost the record between episode 4 and episode 1 of where they filmed that. Someone misplaced paperwork. Anyway, so nobody knew where they filmed it. Well, someone discovered that a dude wrote his college thesis or some master's thesis. I forget what the degree was for. Something to do with geographical stuff, whatever. I don't know. But he wrote his thesis on where they filmed Star Wars, the original trilogy, that desert. And so they found the guy. I don't know how they found him because this was like 1999. So it's not like they Google searched him. They found this guy, and they actually brought him on and to like, hey, where did we film before? And he goes, oh yeah, there. And they took him with them to go film. And it was really neat, actually.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they actually cared enough to find the original location to film. And so they did. And yeah. And then Disney's like, let's just green screen it.
That's more cost effective. We're gonna save the manatees.
Kathleen Kennedy. South Park has the best jokes about Kathleen Kennedy and Disney and Star Wars. It's so funny. I highly recommend watching that.
Is she still there?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Does the Acolyte still suck? Does the stuff coming out this year still suck?
I don't know. I haven't watched a Disney movie since.
I haven't either.
Like, literally, I haven't watched it probably since I watched the last Star Wars movie I watched, which was...
Hey, Ethan, hold it closer.
I'll give you something to hold closer.
These nuts.
I didn't say it.
I said it. Got him. Stupid joke. Anyway, yeah, so that's my soapbox about Disney. I'm not. If they just went back to writing decent stuff. Oh, okay. Also, to be fair, this critique on like Disney for not having original content, nobody in Hollywood's doing original stuff right now.
You know what I really have a beef with?
Airline food.
Grape nuts. No grapes, no nuts. It's an office joke.
No.
Why are they called grape nuts?
No. I've never heard that term.
It's a cereal.
Is it?
Yes.
Never heard it.
It's a cereal. Yeah, it's called grape. It's actually pretty good. It's like really tiny, dense. I don't know if it's
a grape nut,
like oats or something, but yeah,
really ultra processed,
super crunchy,
ultra processed.
But they're called grape nuts. There's no nuts in it. There's no grapes.
Captain Crunch is better.
Like, what's the deal with grape nuts? No grapes, no nuts.
Okay, Michael. Is Michael the one that says it?
Yeah.
No, figures. It was a stupid comment. Not from you. I'm just like, he's the one, dude.
I was just trying to get off Disney a little bit.
Yeah, we can get away from Disney.
I feel like we're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, cancel culture. You know.
Yeah.
How dare you have critiques and opinions that are different than Disney's great? Buy our merch.
The greatness that is Disney.
Dude, how about merchandising stuff that's like, this is a long shot.
Like, wasn't Disney like the dude himself? Like, wasn't he super like
Walt Disney?
Yeah, wasn't he like wasn't he fucked up somehow?
Thought he was anti-Semitic.
Is that all it was? Okay.
So is that all it was?
So they try to like, I didn't know if it was like
Ethan's over here like, is that all it was? Just anti-Semitic. Not a big deal.
I mean, come on, dude. Like, there's so much shit that you could be like a ass piece of shit for. Like, come on, like that's it. Like, I thought maybe he was like anti-Semitic. He was misogynistic. You know, he secretly funded the freaking like communist stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
Sending
like
Hitler checks in the mail.
I mean, that'd go along with anti-Semitic. So yeah, but
no, just.
But anyway, so I don't know if like now they're trying to like overcompensate.
That's it.
For, you know.
No, they're not trying to overcompensate. They've got a marketing team that tells them what's going to be big, and then the marketing team fails, and then they go, well, they just didn't put enough chicks in it. Yeah, I don't know. That's how it goes, dude. The recent game that came out sucks too. Outlaws, Star Wars Outlaws. That game sucks.
You're still on Star Wars.
Yeah, I am. I because this is a big part of my childhood, and they ruined it. They didn't ruin it. They didn't ruin the old part of it, but they did not do it service.
And he's a soapbox hero. Is that too loud?
Yeah, that was really loud.
Sorry, you could bring it down.
No.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you. Watch. No, stop. Watch where you're talking. Watch where I'm talking. See the wavelengths thingies. They need to be similar.
I could just see the anger and frustration on your face
when I'm editing. Yes, it's frustrating. God, it's like pain.
It's like 5 seconds that you're gonna have to bring down a little bit. You better not cut that out.
You do it then.
Okay.
No,
we're not gonna produce on time.
No,
I'll do it.
No, this will come out in a month. We'll see you guys December 2027. Yeah, this checks out.
Yeah.
Ethan's looking. Doing the math in his head on a schedule. Yeah. I think I could fit it in 3 years.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Come back then.
Anyway,
I didn't know it was gonna be that intense. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. Fine. See, here's the thing: is we're not in some sort of like soundproof studio, so like I have to like manage the echo we get from this room with the loudness of our voices with our mic. Don't know.
I can cut out the echo right here.
No, that's gonna be. I don't want to listen to that. I will pull your mic right now, and we will end this episode. I have it right next to me. I have the power. Oh my God, he's gone mad with power. I'm in control. Look at me, Ethan. I'm the captain now.
I am the captain now.
Ethan moves the focus right over to him. Look at me.
No, that's funny.
God, dude. For God's sake, you broke your mic on day one.
No, I genuinely apologize for the extra
Yeah, that's fine.
30 seconds of editing you're going to have to do.
You broke your mic on day one.
I did.
The first time
I'm a destructive individual.
Yes. I don't know how I did it.
I also totaled my first car like a month after having my license, so.
True. But
and it just snowballed from there.
Everything in my life.
Curious to see what I'm doing when I'm like 60 years old.
Yeah.
I'll just wake up and like, I don't know. I got nothing. I was going to try to come up with something.
I'm going to give you Life Alert on your 60th birthday.
There you go.
Hell, I might just give it to you next year. Might as well be 60.
I'm going to program it to call your number instead of the 911. Like, Mike, I followed it. I can't get up.
Oh, God. I'm just going to put it on silent. And do not disturb. Do you think we'll still have phones then?
No. I think I'll be talking to you through Neuralink.
Yeah, but you still think you'll
Instantly.
still have a little Life Alert. Life Alert's never going to change.
Oh, God, no.
Life Alert's just going to be the medallion.
Oh, because what if they know that internet goes down? We're fucked. But I still have my Life Alert.
Bro, what if we get so used to Neuralink and then there's like a blackout and like Wi-Fi goes down and your Neuralink just like you can't do anything.
It's just like, who am I? It's like, well, where am I?
You stored all your memory to the cloud. You're just sitting there and you're just like it's like the freaking loading
spinning
screen.
thing.
No internet connection.
Oh, that's funny. Connection lost.
You just collapse. People just collapse. Someone's in the middle of a freaking Lime scooter because they still have those in 40 years, and they just the Lime scooter just falls over, and they just
like drool's coming down the side of their mouth. Like,
Micah, you won't have cell phones in 40 years, but you all have Lime scooters. Those things are never going away.
Nope.
Although, dude, I still remember when Lime scooters came out, bro. That shit was wild. I vividly remember it. So, I was working. This was summer of 2017. Yes, summer of 2017. And I was working at the student union, and and I was there one summer, or I was there at the end of the school year, and I was coming back to work at the end of the summer. So I left for that time, and then I came back, and like out of nowhere, I walk up to my first day back, and it's like a couple weeks before, like 2 weeks before classes started. I came back and I walk up and I'm like, what are these scooters? I'm like, they're everywhere, and they were everywhere. There was dozens of them, just parked in the front, parked in the back, parked on the side, in front of the entrance, in front of the other entrance.
are these to take home and keep?
I had no idea. I'm like, what the hell are these? I'm like, I don't know, because they just showed up just out of nowhere.
Excuse me, sir. Are these scooters free?
Yeah, there's dozens of them, and so like I went in and like I obviously got on Google to search what the hell they were, and they're the bird scooters. They weren't the Lime. They were the bird scooters, the ones that were all over our campus.
Same thing.
Yeah, they're all the same, but I think now it's basically just one. It's all merged into one, but it was bird at the time. And yeah, they just came out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell? And I just remembered the building manager was I was like, dude, what's up? How you been? And he's like, oh, just great. And he's like sweating. I'm like, so you good? And he goes, because we sat, the desk I sat at was the info desk, and we sat in the ground level, and so I was always seeing students come through. Like I was basically in the middle of it all, and the building manager sat at the end of our desk, way down there. But I worked as that. That's when I started as the manager. So then my seat was next to his, so I always talked to the building manager. I was the info desk manager, so not that nothing important, but he was the building manager. So he was
what does this have to do with the Lime scooters?
So he, as the building manager, he's a student, but he's a building manager. He runs a lot of crap, and for like $1 more than I made. Not worth it. Not worth it at all.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so they had their walkie, and they were doing all the miscellaneous stuff. Anything miscellaneous they handled. And then obviously making sure the building is running smoothly and all this stuff. Anyway, yes, I'm getting away from the story. So I'm like, dude, what's up? How's it been? Can't remember who it was, whatever their name, but he's sweating and he goes, great. And I'm like, dude, what's with all the scooters outside? And he goes, don't. I'm like, what? No, I don't know. I'm just coming back from summer break. And he goes, they're bird scooters, man. They're like little ride share things. You just little scan them and you get the thing and you can ride them. I'm like, okay, well, why are they all around the building? He goes, because people just park them anywhere. I'm like, okay, well, why are you sweating? He goes, because I've had to move them. Because the building protocol calls for nothing obstructing the entrances by like 50 feet or something like that. And he goes, so I've had to move every single goddamn scooter that is out in that entrance, on the north entrance, the south entrance, the east entrance. I know I'm getting pretty loud. I'll edit it. It's fine. I do that. The west entrance. He goes, I have moved them all. And I'm like, oh, that's why there's a nice, neat line. He goes, yes, because these goddamn idiots don't know how to park them on the side. They park them right in front of the door. And dude is like on his just soapbox, just like getting so mad. I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, I have to move them. And guess what they start doing when you move them? They start screeching at you. Because they do. You pick them up, they start like alarm. The alarm's going off. So he's been outside for like hours moving scooters that are screaming at him. And like,
That's funny.
like I was like, dude, oh my god, that sucks. I'm like, and you only make $1 more than me? Damn, that sucks. This
Yeah.
AC is nice.
That's funny.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. And then I remember going out to a bar that weekend, and I was talking to my friend Beater, and he he was like, I'm pretty sure it was Beater, might have been someone else, but he was saying how he was making a killing charging them, because they did this thing where like the company you could sign up to be a charger, and basically at night or at certain hours you would go and gather them all and take them home and charge them, right? And he was making bang, because they were charging way too much for the charging, because it's brand new. So he was making like, my god, he was making $100+ a night just charging a handful of scooters.
Oh wow.
And then really quickly they reined, like within a month or so, they reined that in, and he started making nothing doing it.
Right.
But it was hilarious. He goes, yeah, I just go and scan the thing and throw it in my trunk, take it home, charge it, and then put it somewhere, just put it on the street corner, and I make like $100. I was like, damn, okay.
Huh.
But then they cut that. So
Yeah.
but yeah, those scooters came out of nowhere, man. Those were interesting. That was an interesting year, because those scooters were everywhere. It's the same thing with when Jules came out. I realized I was at college for a lot of interesting like transitional periods, because I was there when Jules came out, like those little Juul pods, because I don't think many people have Juuls anymore. It's mostly vapes.
Well, yeah, there's some deal with them where they got.
Yeah. But anyway, so they were Juuls and the Juul pods.
Yeah.
So I remember when, because I went to school, it was same thing. I was pledging at a fraternity, and I always had to go buy cigarettes. Oh my god, I had to buy so many cigarettes for people, packs of cigarettes, and they're always smoking them. And this is before tobacco was 21, so I could still go get tobacco, because I was like 20. Buying cigarettes for everybody. Always had to carry cigarettes on me. I never smoked them, but like for the brothers, when they wanted one, pledge had to be able to give them it. And I had just so many cigarettes, cigarette butts everywhere, all over campus too. Like campus cigarette butts everywhere. We had a campus bordered, it was called High Street, and it bordered bars. There was like campus and then bars, and just like blocks and blocks, like a mile of bars and restaurants and stuff, and just cigarette butts everywhere. I go away from that spring, come back that fall, and the cigarette butts gone. Juul pods everywhere. As far as the eye could see, just Juul pods all over. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, that's funny.
And like, and then instantly I was no longer pledged, was a brother, and then nobody smoked cigarettes anymore. It was all, I remember it was like 2 dudes in fraternity that still smoked cigarettes. Like, you'll never get me to smoke a Juul ever. Cigarette, ride or die. 2 months later, they're smoking Juuls, and just the Juul pods are everywhere. Oh my god, dude! It was just but it was interesting. It was interesting to be there and see the change between the two. It's like, it was literally 3 months, 3-month change, and then just a whole atmosphere changed. Not a whole atmosphere, it was literally one thing, but like it was cool. It was interesting because it's like something like, because you always took it like, I'm on campus. I'm next to bars. Here's cigarette butts all over. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, here's these little cartridges that are crunching and cracking and breaking and yeah. So I'd be curious to go back and see what's on there now. But anyway, there's my 10-minute rant of story time, because I guess every curious conversation has to have a Micah story hour.
Absolutely.
Because
It's going to be a staple.
yeah, I try to have story. I try to have interesting stories. Anyway, yeah.
The scooters were chirping at him.
Dude, they were. He was pissed. I felt so bad for the guy.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, that sucks. Plugged in my little USB thing and played World of Warcraft on the no, I literally did that.
I believe it.
They had computers at the desks, and like you couldn't play anything besides like solitaire on them. But I realized if I because you couldn't download anything onto them. But I realized if I took a USB drive and I had put World of Warcraft on it, I could plug that in, and it would
play it through the USB.
Yeah, yeah, it was great.
Yep. Genius.
Yeah, it was fun. I played so much WoW. Should have been studying, but
Of course.
that's playing WoW. It's what I do.
Yeah.
So, anyway, well, this has been a pretty decent, curious conversation. We've talked about a decent amount. Really showed our hatred of Disney.
I have no issues with Disney at all.
None at all. No problem. I do. I have enough hatred for both of us.
Don't cancel me.
Cancel me instead. I hate Disney for what they've done. If they go back to writing good stuff, then fine. I'll give them another chance. But until they write better things, then meh.
I don't know. They're going to have to write quite a bit of good stuff.
Yeah, they got a lot
Big ground to make up.
Lot of crap to make up for. So, anyway, yeah.
What's like Disney's rival?
Conservatives.
I meant like production company.
Oh, okay.
Dudes?
Men, white men, white cisgendered men.
What's cisgendered mean?
Normal. Sorry, don't cancel me.
Oh, yikes.
Straight.
Whoa, my God. Jesus.
I don't
What are you
know.
saying that everybody who's not cisgendered is not normal?
And that's it today for our curious conversation.
You heard
episode,
it here
folks.
first.
No, yeah, it's cisgender. It's some term they've made up that I'm not gonna actually use because it doesn't. Who cares? It doesn't actually matter anything. It's just identity politics at play, and I hate identity politics because
Didn't you just use it?
mockingly.
Oh.
Yeah, jokingly. I'm not gonna.
Anyway, so no,
Actually,
who's
is it-
Disney's WB?
Wait, who's
Warner
their,
Brothers?
Who's their biggest competitor,
Yeah.
or like who's?
Yeah.
Probably Kathleen Kennedy. You gotta watch that South Park special, man. It's so great. It's Kathleen
Oh,
Kennedy.
you've told me about it.
It's
Yeah.
literally Cartman.
Yeah.
Put a chick in it, make her gay.
Yeah, you've told me. Yeah.
That's the answer for everything.
Yeah.
But Kathleen, this is Bambi. It's a show about a deer. I don't care. Put a chick in it, make her gay. Oh, it was great. Anyway, we're pushing close to an hour now, so we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
This is just a curious conversation. So yeah, if you liked, this is just two dudes talking, two cisgendered white males.
Next time,
talking.
next time we'll make it a little more interesting.
Yeah, we'll have a little more interesting. Won't be so much just opinion.
Yeah,
crap.
we'll put a chick in it. We'll make her gay.
We might be able to go on Disney Plus for that. get a spot on Disney Plus.
Hashtag goals.
Can we stream on your service? Why should you? We have a chick in it, and she's
gay.
Kathleen Kennedy. Hello. You're hired.
No, she's suing us.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh God. Anyway,
That was my idea.
intellectual fraud. They just sue every show that has a chick in it who's gay.
That's funny.
It's her intellectual property.
We did it first. Trademarked.
We're the only ones that can do it.
Yep.
That's the word, trademark. Anyway, welcome to our degeneracy. As if you listen to our other episodes, we are not nearly as degenerate because we actually have topics and stuff we want to talk about. This is
a
just
little information.
Yeah, information. This is what happens when we do not have information, do not have a topic, and we are given free reign with 2 microphones and 2 cameras and say just have fun.
And a very small audience.
Very small audience, but hey, who cares?
Yeah.
I do every night when I cry myself to sleep. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for listening. If you like this, we don't do a lot of the curious conversations. We kind of just have them as like filler episodes, stuff like that, just to take a break from grinding out topics or navigate the noises. I think it's a decent palate cleanse almost. I'd say just kind of a break from doing all that. Gives us a chance to not be so serious. Just kind of relax.
So serious.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about
One of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, but they don't need to talk about what they've done to the new Joker. Anyway.
All right. Yeah.
Next time.
We've established movies and all that are not what they were.
Nope.
At all.
Yep. So anyway, thank you for listening. If you made it this far, if not, please make it this far.
Wait, is the new Joker gay?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Is he black?
No.
Okay.
But he's
not that that's wrong. Cancel me for that?
Question mark. Anyway, thank you for listening. And until next time, we will see you later.
And he's a soapbox hero. Bye, Mom.